Have you ever wondered what existed before writing? Before we could pen down our thoughts, our stories, our histories? Go back even further. What was there before time? Not time as in the ticking of a clock, but time as a concept we understand. It's a mind-bending question, isn't it? Let's explore this prehistoric world, a world of pure experience, a world before the word. Imagine a time when humanity was young. Our ancestors roamed vast, untouched landscapes. Their world wasn't measured in hours or days, but in the rising and setting of the sun, the phases of the moon, and the turning of the seasons. Life was a continuous, flowing present. There was no last week to regret or next year to plan for in the way we do. There was only now. The chill of the morning, the warmth of the fire, the pang of hunger, the satisfaction of a full belly. Their reality was immediate, visceral, and deeply connected to the natural world. How did they communicate without a written alphabet? They used the first and perhaps most powerful human language, storytelling. Around the crackling fire, under a blanket of stars, they shared tales. These weren't just for entertainment. These stories were their history books, their science texts, their moral compasses. They explained the creation of the world, the behavior of animals, the reasons for the seasons. A story about a cunning coyote might teach a lesson about avoiding tricksters. A myth about a thunder god would explain the awesome power of a storm. These oral traditions were incredibly sophisticated. They were passed down from generation to generation, with each storyteller adding their own flair, but keeping the core message intact. They used rhythm, repetition, and vivid imagery to make the stories memorable. Think of it as a form of human memory, a collective consciousness that held the tribe's identity, its knowledge, and its wisdom. These tales were the threads that wove the fabric of their society, binding them together with a shared understanding of their world and their place in it. Their art was another form of language. On the walls of deep, dark caves, they painted. Magnificent bison, graceful deer, and charging mammoths come to life in flickering torchlight. Were these just decorations? Or were they something more? Maybe they were part of a ritual to ensure a successful hunt. Perhaps they were a way to connect with the spiritual world, to capture the essence of the animals that gave them life. These paintings are a silent testament, a message across tens of thousands of years, telling us, we were here. This is what we saw. This is what mattered to us. Double quotes. So the world before writing wasn't an empty void. It was a world rich with meaning, expressed through stories, art, and a deep connection to the cycles of nature. It was a world of the spoken word, the painted image, and the shared experience. In a way, they lived in a perpetual story. Before we had the tools to record time, time itself was a story, the grand unfolding narrative of life. When we look back at this world, we realize that writing didn't create our ability to think complex thoughts or tell deep stories. It simply gave us a new tool to do what we've always done. It allowed us to store our stories outside of our own minds, to share them across vast distances and through millennia. But the fundamental human impulse to understand our world, to share our experiences, and to connect with each other, that was always there. It's the oldest story of all. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the deep history of humanity. See you in the next one.